Mr. President, two questions on media.
Go ahead.
Question, please, because they are from Nairobi, Pakistan. Will you raise the voice for Dr. Agnes meeting?
Well, there'll be things discussed, so that would be for afterwards. We'll discuss things.
The Coalition Sport Fund was suspended by the U.S. Defense Department. So at this time when Pakistani economy is facing great trouble, are you going to restore any package for Pakistan?
So we are going to, that's right, we were paying $1.3 billion to Pakistan as aid, working out for many years. The problem was Pakistan, this is before you, Pakistan was not doing anything for us. They were really, I think, subversive. They were going against us. And this is something we'll be I ended that about a year and a half. I think Pakistan's going to help us out to extricate ourselves. We're like policemen. We're not fighting a war. If we wanted to fight a war in Afghanistan and win it, I could win that war in a week. I just don't want to kill 10 million people. Does that make sense to you? I don't want to kill 10 million people. I have plans on Afghanistan that if I wanted to win that war, Afghanistan would be wiped off the face of the earth. It would be gone. It would be over in literally in 10 days. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to go that route. So we're working with Pakistan and others to extricate ourselves. Nor do we want to be policemen, because basically we're policemen right now. And we're not supposed to be policemen. We've been there for 19 years in Afghanistan. It's ridiculous. And I think Pakistan helps us with that. Because we don't want to stay as policemen. But if we wanted to, we could win that war. I have a plan that would win that war in a very short period of time. You understand that better than anybody. We've been in there not fighting to win, just fighting to... They're building gas stations. They're rebuilding schools. The United States, we shouldn't be doing that. That's for them to do. But what we did and what our leadership got us into is ridiculous. But... I think we'll have some very good answers on Afghanistan. Well, thank you very much. It's my great honor to have the very popular, and by the way, great athlete, one of the greatest, but very popular Prime Minister of Pakistan. We have many things to discuss, military and terrorism and trade, and I think we're going to spend a lot of time talking about trade because we do very little trade with Pakistan compared to what we could be doing and should be doing when our countries really get along perfectly, and I think we're having that start. We're going to have that start. But there's tremendous upside with respect to trade. One of the things we're going to be discussing too is hostages. Perhaps the polio vaccine, because Pakistan is one of the countries, and we'll talk about that as to what your feeling is on that. But we have a situation in Pakistan where we want to talk about the polio, the possible polio vaccine, and I think we're going to have great meetings. We're going to be spending a long time together.
Now, are you going to make any kind of submission and intervention of President Trump? And the same question to Mr. President Trump. Is he going to play any role in that? Okay.
I would be asking President Trump. It's the most powerful country in the world, the United States. It can play the most important role in bringing peace in the subcontinent. There are over 1 billion and a quarter people in the subcontinent. They are held hostage to the issue of Kashmir, and I feel that only the most powerful state headed by President Trump can bring the two countries together. From my point, I can tell you, we have tried our best. We played all overtures to India to start dialogue, resolve our differences through dialogue. But unfortunately, we haven't made headways as yet. But I'm hoping that President Trump would push this.
Mr. President, I was with Prime Minister Modi 2 weeks ago when we talked about this subject, and he actually said, "Would you like to be a mediator or arbitrator?" I said, "Where?" He said, "Kashmir," because this has been going on for many, many years. I was surprised at how long it's been going on.
70 years.
I think they'd like to see it resolved, and I think you'd like to see it resolved. And if I can help, I would love to be a mediator. I mean, it's impossible to bring two incredible countries that are very, very small. with very smart leadership can't solve a problem like that. But if you would want me to mediate or arbitrate, I would be willing to do that.
Yes, Mr.
But I can tell you that right now, you will have the prayers of over 1 billion people if you can mediate and resolve this
It
issue.
should be resolved. So, but he asked me the same thing, so I think there's something. So maybe we'll speak to him, or I'll speak to him, and we'll see what we can do.